Hey guys, what's going on? To Intuitive 717 here, hanging out with Mega Good Vibes. I am so sorry I'm late for the live, guys. I had a snow day here. We had a snow day here in Ontario. So my little guy had a day off school, and so everything just kind of got pushed back. So I wanted to open up a live stream for those of you who might have questions, just quick questions, mini readings where you just kind of want to dabble in something. You don't want a full blown reading, you just want to dabble in the question a little bit. So what I thought I would do is open up the live stream. And then if you guys head over to Hipsy, you can actually still book. I think I will leave it open until midnight. So I'll start the event. And that way, if you guys go over, you'll see that there is the live stream happening. So even after this ends, I won't end it there. So that way, if you guys do want to ask any questions, you'll be able to. In fact, one of the questions that I did before the live stream that I had booked earlier, someone was having a tough time with like letting go. They work with their divine masculine, and it's like the more they try to run from the connection, the more obviously the universe is going to put you right back into that place with your counterpart. And so I was just thinking about the importance of like acceptance on the journey, and like the more you try to resist it or feel like, okay, like if I'm going to be in their proximity, then I have to move on. It's like a really important message that like you can't force yourself to move on. It's like that love that you feel towards them. It's not like a light switch. You can't turn it on or off. So when you're in a situation where you're closely connected to your counterpart, or let's say you have, dynamics where you have to be around them, you have to run into them, most of the time, getting to that place of acceptance is something that's really, really important. So yeah, just accept the fact that you have love for them. There's nothing wrong with having love for a person the way that you do. Hi, Melody. Thanks for stopping by. Oops, you meant DM. Why does DM feel karmic? Like, why do they feel karmic to you? Like, why do they feel like it's a karmic experience for you? Sometimes they can feel like a karmic attachment if we're not doing our part to let go, because then we get caught up in karmic cycles with them. Yeah, so if we get caught up in karmic cycles with them, oftentimes it can feel like they're the karmic or even we're the karmic. But part of that inner work or that spiritual work is realizing that, yeah, like if they can't reciprocate or if they can't give, then when you get caught up in that push and pull, the hardest thing to do sometimes is to be the one to let go or to walk away or to not engage. But sometimes it's difficult, right? It's like you get into this competitive energy with your divine masculine at times where it's like this tit for tat, competing. It's like, okay, if you're going to block, I'm going to block. If you're, so the more you do those cycles with them, it can start feeling like it's very toxic or it's karmic, or you're always caught up in a place where you're trying to one up each other. So usually when you start doing the inner work, you start accepting that when they pull away, instead of going and pushing and trying to get answers or getting them to explain themselves, just let them go. There's no need for explanations. There's no need for anybody to, blame or shift blame. It's like you go back within and you really just kind of let it go. Focus on yourself, which sometimes, it's difficult to do because they do pull on our heartstrings and our emotions. But I always say it's a good time of just cleaning up shop, taking a good look around at your own life. And then sometimes you can see that you've been so distracted by a lot of the push and pull that there's so much going on around you to do or to improve or to take advantage of. Yes, it does feel like our souls crave each other. Then he recognizes he's falling in love and run. Yeah, because it feels super intense, almost like you can't control it. And it's a love too, where it's like you feel really just not like yourself, like you feel like a nervous wreck. You feel like you're all over the place. Like for masculines too, like when they start feeling in love, they have this way about themselves where they kind of feel like childish, like they want to come off mature and smooth, but it's like your energy as well kind of mirrors masculinity towards them also. Like everything they want to be, could be, it's like you reflect this like magic back to them, but most likely it's because you're probably staring at them like, oh my God. So it's like, some part of them really craves to be what it is you see, but that again, the inner work when that stuff comes up. Yeah, it's really, really difficult for them to face, because then there's so much shit to do or get in order that it just feels like it's too much, right? It's like, when you come up against something big, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to call it quits. So it's like, yeah, they get into that place of calling it quits. That's why you get the push and pull, and they always come back, because they're, it's such an inspiration to consistently be the best version of yourself. So yeah, essentially that's why they do it. Hi, Pretty Inked. Hi, here. Someone saying hello to you. Hello, Mega Cat. Yeah, she is such a sweet little angel. She's been coming around more and more for the readings. The last little while, she's been hooked to the couch. In fact, I got a new couch, and so her and Ariel have really been they've been hooked on just cozying up, and it's been making them bond too, because some of the times they're just like they want to be in their own spaces. So yeah. But anyways, guys, it was really nice of you guys to stop by. I know that many of you are maybe thrown off from the time that I was supposed to go live earlier on, but like I said, I just wanted to pop on and yeah, just talk a little bit about some of the services too. If you guys head over to the Hipsy website, you will see me there. If you guys join my community, you'll get a lot of updates as well about my whereabouts and some of my movements. And yeah, it's a great way to just be in touch with me. And I do offer all of my personal readings. Right now, I do have a promotion going on Hipsy where there's 15% off any of the personal readings. And then if you guys ever run and reach me one-on-one, like pick up the phone and talk, it's been so incredible. I've been doing these one-on-one sessions for, I would say maybe the last month or so, last month and a half. And it's been really cool to just have you guys call in and actually speak to you like a phone conversation. Because most of the times I'll do pre-recorded readings and then I'll send you guys the link, which some of you are okay with, because then you always have that link with you. But then I noticed there's some of you who are like, no, I don't want to wait for a reading. I just want to be able to call you and talk to you in the moment that I'm actually going through something. So I think that has been really, really incredible to be able to do that. So yeah, Sienna Linnae says, does it have to be a specific question? And would more clarity be provided if I give my twin flame's name? Yeah, it usually helps if you can be as detailed as possible, because I'm an intuitive reader. So for me, like, things are important. Like, I need to know how you're feeling. I need to know like what's happened. Like, I like when people express themselves and they tell me what's going on. For me, a lot of the times, like, pictures will help, or that's why it's great with personal readings, because then you get to take your time and say what's going on. And then it also allows you on Hipsy to attach like a voice message instead. Like, sometimes when I hear you guys' voice, I really connect with when you guys send me like a voice clip or a voice message. I think that's really cool. It lets me pick up so much energy on you. And then a lot of you guys will attach like pictures and things like that, and I can read a lot of energy off of those things too. So yeah, definitely, Sienna. It can be as specific as you can get. A lot of the times too, like, people will send me such vague questions and I'm like, I'm an intuitive reader, like not a psychic where I just pick stuff up. Like, intuitive means like I pick up on feeling, like, how do you feel? Because I can read in between the lines sometimes of what you're saying. And sometimes, like, based on what you say, like, I can pick up like just off of like one sentence, like that one sentence that like that really bothered you, like, it's like I don't need to read anything else except that one sentence that you said, because I know that initially is what really affected you here. So yeah, it's weird, guys. It's like I'll get so much off of I don't know, just weird messages. Like, one weird message today, I'll probably do a reading on it later. But it's like I have the deck of cards here. I wonder, yeah, here is the card. I'll have to kind of cover her up a little. But I was getting like this strong feeling of like taming, like the divine masculines are feeling like really tamed by the divine feminine's energy. And so I kept getting like a stallion, and I'm like, oh, I have a deck of cards. And it was this one here where she's on the horse. Well, she's naked in the card, so I can't show it fully. But I was like, I have that card. So I'm probably going to do a reading on this card later and just see what else comes up with it. So yeah. All right, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. Jessica wants to know if Devon, your DM, is planning to come forward. I would love to answer, Jessica, if you head over to Hipsy and give me a little bit more detail. I was just explaining that, sometimes when the questions are that vague, it's really difficult because I'm not psychic. I'm more intuitive. So I need to know a few more details about you and Devon and what's been going on in order to let you know if he's planning to come forward, right? Because it's all about in somebody's movements and what's been going on. Sometimes you may not realize that they're not going to come forward because of stuff you have going on, and it may not be even be obvious to you that it's like, wait a second, they're never going to come forward unless I take care of this. Sometimes it might not be that obvious. So yeah, I would definitely need a little bit more detail about what's going on, and a lot more honesty from you, like authenticity about what's been happening between you both in order to really give you like a clear message. So yeah, guys, if you head over to my Hipsy profile, if I'm not on YouTube, I am on Hipsy. So I'll definitely see you guys there. I love you. Thank you for taking the time to stop by and chit chat a little bit. All right, you guys take it easy, and I'll catch you guys again. All right, bye guys.